Tumelovaka Yesu. Kunjani to my brothers and sisters in Botswana, South Africa, Makadini, to my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, my brothers and sisters in Kenya, the rest of Africa, and indeed the diaspora. Welcome. Today I am actually at Downsha Golf Course and I am trying to play some golf. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. I haven't played golf this year. But before I go on and talk about what I need to say today, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to click the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time I share content such as this, you'll be the first ones to be notified. And I do appreciate all the subscribers, everybody that has actually taken time to look at the content that we are producing. And if you like what we are doing or if you like what I'm doing, please drop me a note and just say, "Hi, Kelvin, thank you very much," or "How you doing?" I really need to be motivated. I really need to be encouraged because I have a passion for us to make sure that we build our homes in Zambia, that we build our houses in Zambia, that we do something to develop and help our country. That is my passion. So I know that I'm not alone. There's loads and loads of you guys who are with me, but I just need you to drop me a comment in there. Share the information that we are producing here. If you find that this information is helpful, please share with your brothers and sisters everywhere around the world so that we can grow this community. But so far, to those who have subscribed, I really, really appreciate what you've done and what you're doing and the support that you are giving us. So I will crack on and I will talk a little bit about Downsha Golf Course. This is what I have to say about Downsha Golf Course. Downsha Golf Complex, located on the outskirts of Bracknell. It has whatever your golfing needs, with a full 18-hole championship course, a 9-hole pitch and putt course, practice putting, and a 30-bay flat-lit drive range. If you are a beginner like me, or indeed an experienced golfer, you can work on all elements of your golfing game. So today what I want to talk about, I know you can see that I'm a golf course, and as you can see, a golf course has so many things. I mean, there is a bunker there is a green. Now this is a chip and putt. Just to say a little bit about this is a chip and putt. It's a 9-hole and the longest is probably about 70 yards. So basically you are looking to go around with a pitching wedge. And this, for me, a pitching wedge, I could get to about 90 yards. But you can control the shots that you make with this, which is really, really great. But this is exactly how life is. Life is full of bunkers. It's full of those little hills that you could see, obstacles to basically I don't know what I can say, whether but all these obstacles are there for us to learn lessons from, to take time, take stock of whatever we are doing. But again, you realize that there are people that are actually professionals that are very good at coming out of obstacles because that's all they study, that's all they do. And so today what I want to try and do is I want to try and reflect on what we've been doing and the fact that if you look at the video that I did, and I'm going to put it right here, I'm going to put that video here. Is it here? I'm going to put it here, yes. Now, and that's part 18. You find that I was talking about why I'm doing this series, what is motivating me. And I actually shared four points there, but for 3 and 4, 3 talked about learning and being inspired and inspiring, sharing experiences. And I thought, you know what? I've been talking about good stuff, how you can do this, how you can do that. But hey, there are a lot of people that are out there in the diaspora that have actually gone through what we are trying to achieve, what we are trying to do. They've actually built things, they've built houses, flats, business, commercial properties back home while living in the diaspora. But again, and at the same time, there are people that are in the diaspora that have actually experienced the negative side of things. These people have actually lost money. And so we don't want to try and assume that everything is rosy, it's easy, and this you could go to a professional and it's not like that. But what we want to try and do, there are so many obstacles, there's so many things that stops us from basically going ahead and do what we want to achieve. And so what I would say is, if you have experienced one of those nasty things, maybe for instance, I'll give an example. You wanted to get the documents and for whatever reason, the council or a government department, or whether it's a surveyor or whoever, has delayed the process, and in the end, they're trying to ask you to pay money and all that. Let's share about that. Let's collect that information, and before you know it, we can have all these issues that are there, and we can put them together and present them to a government official. Somebody in the government, somebody will be able to hear what we are trying to do and will be able to come and help us. So, I mean, for instance, if you go to my earlier part, I actually talked about land, and I still have an issue with land where I bought this piece of land, and I got this land, and it was on a council offer letter. And I thought, well, everything was okay. It's people that I know from the local area where I grew up, and so when I paid everything, and we went to the Ministry of Lands, and we got the document, we got the ITT, and the only thing that was remaining was for me to get a survey diagram and be able to present so that we can do the exchange. Go to the Revenue Authority, pay the monies, and then go and do the title deed. But I was surprised when I sent a land surveyor to go and do the survey drawing. The land surveyor came back and told me, he says, well, there's a title there. I went to the ministry, and they said, what? To Ministry of Lands. I said, go to the council. The council says, well, the documents that you have are legit, and therefore, we don't know anything about this. So that is where we are. And, somebody would say, you cannot, things back home are, there's corruption and all that and all that. But let me say this. In every society, not everything is perfect, but, issues will be there, and you have to maneuver. You have to find a way to actually sort those issues. So what I've done and where I am with that particular issue is I've actually written to the local council. I'm waiting for them to respond, and if I don't get a favorable response, I'm not going to end there. Whichever way, and I said this in my earlier video when I was talking about land. I said whichever way, it is a lesson. And this is the same thing that we could see about golf. You've got all those bankers, Bankers are there to stop the ball flowing, but you have to learn to maneuver all these obstacles as you play golf. And this is what we want to try and do. It's equally important for us to share the negative side of what our experience has been. It's not everything that is going to be rosy. So let's share that information. Let's share what your experience has been. Drop me a note in there. I think on my YouTube channel, there is my email address there. Drop me an email and let's have that conversation and see what we can do to help one another and learn from our experiences. And that is my desire, and I know that is your desire as well, to try and understand how can we maneuver, how can we get around all this. And I think in the future we'll try and bring experts who can actually help us to address those issues that we are facing. So I will end there. So if you have been motivated, if you think what we are sharing here is quite helpful, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and smack that bell. I'll see you in the next video.